leaving a job. In Key Biscayne, which is absolutely gorgeous. That it is, if nothing else. Great customer. Solve the problem. Remember, you want to be successful, solve people's problems. Solve their problems, provide a service, and be polite. Just being polite, you're light years ahead, man. Giving you guys a shot of the scenery here in Key Biscayne. Great day. Had an early day today because I have a lot of administrative and paperwork to do. But I just wanted you guys to take a peek at a day in the life. So today I had a very interesting experience. I had a subcontractor I was working with. Really nice guy, extremely talented. And unfortunately we couldn't see eye to eye. Still love the guy to death. But I'm very clear that he has to get out and do his own business so he can understand the pain of customer service. Your word is your bond. If you say you're going to be somewhere, be there. If you're not going to be there, communicate in a timely manner. You know? So I have learned a lesson. Don't do business with people who don't have skin in the game. And what does that mean? Skin in the game means that the person you're doing business with has invested financially as much, if not more, than you have. Because a lot of people, when it's not their money on the line, they don't respect the game. And they don't do it intentionally. It's just that employee mentality where you don't really care about the boss or the boss's work or this, and that. You know? Because they're not on the brunt. Their reputation is not on the line. Yours is. One thing I have learned about business, it's all about your reputation. People will understand when you tell them the truth if you run into problems. But when you BSing them and you really don't know and in a world like this, people appreciate your authentic self. That means you can decline certain customers and you can take on others. Prime example. Sorry, the role's a little suspect here. Well, prime example. I had a customer that called me while I was at this job and didn't want to pay a deductible and then wanted to say, well, Sears says I'll pay it, then Sears will reimburse you. That's some BS. You and I both know if someone tells you they don't want to pay for it, why would I come out there, do the job just to fight with you later? This is what I'm saying about when you provide quality service, you don't have to argue about pennies. You don't have to snatch every job that come your way. You know? This lady was such a great customer. I was able to refer a great technician that I have respect for to come in and take care of her home and her business. The house that she lives in is worth $6.5 million. That's what I mean about, business. Not only did she appreciate my service, I studied her culture before I got there. She is of the Basque region in Spain, which is a very interesting region. They speak a language that is so ancient, no one knows where it came from. They're very proud people and they're very serious about their independence. And the fact that I knew that just blew her mind. She had an interesting last name. I researched and found out. At the same time, if she's in this country and she's sitting in a $6.5 million house, she earned that. And I respect that. But she also referred me to the rest of her family. She has my business card, took pictures of my trucks. And this goes back to image. I had the image when I showed up. And the only thing I did, now this is what's a trip. The only thing I did was clean out her water filter. The previous technicians that came in never took the water filter apart. She had an F20 and an F21 code. And I cleaned it out. I showed her the nails that were in the bottom of it that actually had rust on them. But she lives right on the canal. She has a boat in the back of her home. Really humble lady, really nice kids, nice housekeeper. But at the end of the day, all she ever wanted was service. Now, I expected to walk in there and see some Sub-Zero appliances, but very down to earth. So with that said, at the end of the day, we all make choices. You either choose to be elite or choose to be common. And I choose to be elite, which means I will pick and select the jobs I want and decline the ones I don't. And the only way you're able to do that is to increase your skill set, your abilities, so that the jobs you do take a special acumen that only you can provide. We're coming up on Miami Beach skyline, so you'll get a chance to take a look at that. Just so everybody know, the beaches are not supposed to be open, but there's plenty of people out here on the beach. That's all I'm saying. And I'm going to leave that right there. I'm passing by Crandon Park, because that's the area near Key Biscayne that she lives in. And now what you're going to see is that we are coming over the water, the beaches, and the skyline. Miami, Miami, Miami. So, the lesson of the day. Oh, one more thing. I had a customer that tried to get over on me, and I basically told him he didn't have to pay for the install. That's what I mean about making choices to walk away. Some customers aren't worth it. They're not worth the stress or the headache. I'm not going to go into the details, but let's just say when I got to the job, he was sober. When I left, he was intoxicated. And luckily, one of my guys was with me, because as a female, I wouldn't have been comfortable in that situation. Now, I don't think a guy would be comfortable either. You know, we sat there for 3 hours, installed his oven, wall oven, got rid of the, the other items for him. And he had an issue with the trim. And he had been advised that he got a smaller oven, that he'd have to pay for a trim kit. And he didn't want to do that, and he didn't want to pay us until, after the job was completely done with the trim. And that wasn't part of the deal. So I let it cool for a couple of days, and then I called him and I said, you know what, sir? That little $250, you can keep that and invest that toward having a carpenter or someone come out and take care of that trim. Be blessed. He wanted to argue back and forth. I'm like, bro, we don't need that $250. Thank you for the lesson. Now we know not to install ovens that are not the same size. It just is what it is, because we're not a remodeling crew. It's one thing when I have a customer that's going to pay for the job the proper way. But when you got somebody that's trying to get the hell over on every level, and they got a drinking problem, that is never worth it. I don't want to be in that situation. I don't want my staff in that situation. So yeah, we might have took a loss, but it was a valuable lesson. So you have to be specific. Just like there are great customers out here looking for great technicians and great customer service, there are also the reverse. And then another challenging thing today, I had to refund a customer because my subcontractor and the customer had some type of misunderstanding, and I'm in the middle of it. And where I come from, the customer's always right. So I refunded the man and told him to use somebody else that unfortunately we're booked solid and we're not going to be able to get to him, particularly at that rate. Because the problem started way before, and I was trying to really work with the situation. But at the end of the day, I'm very clear that some people, they're not ready for the big time. They talk it, but they don't walk it. This war gets up at 5 o'clock, if not 5:20 every day. Every day. And I get out here and get it, and I push myself to greatness. Because I'm not about to have any problems. Not I. Beautiful skyline, isn't it? Let's take a look over here. It's one of my favorite parts here. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. These people know they ass they act like COVID-19 ain't even out here. They living their best life. That's what they doing. They are living their best life. That's what they doing. It's back here so I can live mine and drive. So that said, I'm actually gonna sign off and I'm gonna pull over and get me a suntan for about 5 minutes. Maybe. Not really get a suntan. I'm gonna pull over and follow up on some customer calls and live my best life. As always, it's Miss Ward. Always encouraging everyone to be their best selves, because you got this. You got this on every level. See, I'm going to slide over and not get in trouble. Come on, y'all. You let me slide up in here somewhere. Woo-woo. All right. Let's hope I don't get a ticket. Signing off. Everybody have a great day.